finally the day to take the Endorphin Elite 2s for a spin. So these actually officially launched on Saturday or today, maybe? Yesterday. Yesterday was the 3rd, today's the 4th. But I've had them for maybe 3 weeks and still really haven't had an opportunity to run them. Last week I had a bit of a down week, just to rest the body a little bit. And the week before I decided to do one of my longer workouts, not in the shoe, just because I think trying a new shoe for the first time, you should do something a little bit shorter, just to make sure the body doesn't fully regret your decisions. So I'm going to do that this morning. I've got 5 by 1 mile repeats at about 350 per kilometer. So I'm going to run down to the track, give these a crack, hoping, fingers crossed, the body feels okay. At the back end of last week, my calves started to feel better. Like, that wasn't an issue on the long run. I ended up having some sort of like ankle or foot pain, so I'm not really sure what's going on there. It's a little bit sore still, even running yesterday. So I'm decided to wear, I got the Saucony Tempest 2 on feet, which is like a bit more of a stability shoe, so it should give me some medial support, hopefully stop me from rolling in so much. That's the 5 by mile finished. I ran that last one for 3:43, so feels good. Body feels good. I think wearing the plates, the carbon fiber plates, takes some of the stress off the foot, so it's nice. One of the best things about Australia has to be the rokeby protein smoothie, Dutch chocolate. 30 grams of protein, and it literally just tastes like chocolate milk. It's actually phenomenal, and I don't know how they do it. I'm really happy with how that session went. So 5 by a mile at 350 pace. Shoes, Saucony Endorphin Elite 2. I was skeptical at first about how soft they were, but I think as you run in them, as you put more pressure into the foam, it obviously compresses, it almost firms up, and then it comes back to you at a really fast pace. I can't say I've ever run anything that feels like this. It feels very bouncy, like super bouncy underfoot. Especially, obviously, if you're landing in this portion of the shoe. See the footage of me running around, and it honestly just looks like I'm jogging, but I'm running 350 per kilometer pace. and it honestly just looks like I'm running slow. First gripe with the shoe is the fit. It's very wide, and I've sort of touched on this before. It's just super wide all the way through. And I think it's obviously a nice change from traditional racing shoes that are like super skinny. I remember having to try and squeeze my foot into an Alpha Fly 2, just with how firm that upper was, and how skinny the shoe was and how skinny the opening was. Getting my foot into the shoe, not an issue. Getting a good lockdown was. So I think I'll probably have to opt for a heel lock just to feel a little bit more secure. I just felt a little bit sloppy sort of around the heel area. And actually just looking at the shoe now, it looks like it's already got it's got an interesting extra eyelet to be able to do a heel lock. So I might try that the next time I run in it. But I think I'm going to use this shoe on Saturday to do my big session, which is a 2 by 10k at marathon pace.
Make you feel this way, I can make you feel this way. What you say, what? Yeah, who can make you feel this way? I can make you feel this way. Who you think you're dealing with? Yeah.
Alright, we meet again on another Saturday morning this week. So today we've got our biggest session of the week. We're doing 2 by 10k at marathon effort. This week's been interesting so far. Last week I was having some issues with my calves. This week I'm having issues with my foot, well, sort of my ankle, I guess, ankle, foot. So I called Oscar Baines, one of my good friends who's back in Christchurch, and I was like, this is what's happening, this is what's going on, what shoes should I wear? And he reckons I've got something's going on with my post tib, like I might have just aggravated my post tib during last Sunday's long run. So I'll put a photo on screen of like where that tendon is. So it's sort of like just below the ankle. It's on my left foot, and it's not too bad. I'm gonna just see how it goes today, and yeah, that's all I can do basically. So I have my breakfast of champions, which is no crumpets this morning. Out of crumpets at the moment, actually. Need to get some more. This is banana bread from Aldi that come in these slices. It's actually amazing. Morden 320 with 750 milligrams of sodium, and I've just got a coffee. The plan for the morning is I'm going to head down to Albert Park and do the session down at Albert Park. It's just one of the best places to do a big session like this, and it should be relatively quiet because next weekend's the F1, so I'm not sure if it's closed off yet to cars. I'm pretty sure it's still open to the public at the moment, so getting down there nice and early and getting the session ticked off will be key. So it's currently 5:22. We're going to leave here in about 30 minutes to get on the tram.
I know that you don't need me, and I know that all your power don't just rest in your womb, cause it's proven that the woman chooses hours of doom.
Stuck my race shoes in a tree somewhere, so hopefully they don't get stolen. But I'm going to go do this rest of this 35-minute walk and then get into it. Okay, run into a slight issue. Half of the track is closed, so doing the loops that I thought was going to be the right option doesn't look like it's going to be an option anymore, so I'm not sure what we're going to do here. Yo, shout out Nike with the camouflage bag. How good's that? Let's go, Josh. What's up, bro? I've done about 30 minutes of the warm-up. They're closing the roads in like 30 minutes, in an hour and a half, so I'm just gonna finish this. Get started now, basically. Five and a half K in, first way through the halfway through the first set. Feeling very good.
Through the first 10k, about to start the second. Yeah, here we go. Slight issue, got kicked off the track and got pushed, not lakeside, and so I had to stop my watch for about 3 minutes to try and figure out how to get back onto something runnable. But we're on it. Don't know where we're going. Make it work.
Hey Siri, take us to Sebbys Scrolls. We've come down to Caulfield to a place called Sebbys Scrolls. To get some cinnamon scrolls, because while we've been here in Melbourne, we haven't had the opportunity to get any, or there's none in our area. We just drove past. There's probably a line of 50 plus people, I reckon. We're going to be standing in line for a hot minute, I'd say. We just waited like 40 minutes for these, I reckon. This is a pizza one. We're going to start with this first because we haven't had breakfast yet. This seems like an appropriate place to start. And then these are the cinnamon ones. They look phenomenal. Probably like 1,000 calories each. What do we think about the Ferrari hat? It's Charles's year. It's Charles's year. So let's wrap up the week of training. This week, I have done more volume than I did last week, but not as much volume as I have in weeks prior. I'm definitely nursing whatever's going on with my foot / post-tib tendon, and I could definitely feel it on Saturday. And so I'll run you through some of my thought process for Saturday. Going into it, I'm really unsure whether I'm going to get through the session or not, and so my mind's kind of there. To be honest, I'm waiting at the tram stop thinking, should I even bother? I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get through the session. Should I just take it off? I think you definitely start playing some mind games. Decided to commit, went down, did the 30-minute warm-up, could feel it, and so I thought I'm going to get through the first couple of Ks of the session, see how I feel. Didn't feel great. Definitely thought about cutting it short, but then as I sort of rolled through everything, things started to feel a little bit better. And so I managed to actually get through the entire session bar the last 1 kilometer of the 10K. At that point, I'd been kicked off the track. I was running around sort of the tan section of Albert Park and it was stinking hot, and I'm definitely not going to get anything out of running 1K and just cooking myself. So actually really happy with how Saturday went as a whole. Saturday afternoon, pulled up pretty sore, wasn't feeling that great. So decided to take Sunday off, just did like a quick 20-minute spin on the bike, get some blood flow in the legs, and then decided to do some strengthening work around this posterior tibia tendon. I had a quick chat with my coach Andy yesterday, and so the approach moving forward is we may or may not miss Tuesday's like threshold or tempo sessions moving forward. If I just need to run easy to be able to get through the week and then get to the weekend's long session and be able to get through that with no issues, then that's sort of the key. And I think we're going to play that by ear as time goes on. It's feeling pretty good today. I haven't run on it yet, so I'm going to do an hour this afternoon easy and see how it feels. But we may just need to do some damage control in terms of what we can and can't do for the next 7 weeks to make sure that I'm showing up to the start line as healthy as possible. I think, like I discussed with Andy, the key thing is making sure we're obviously getting in that Saturday long session or Sunday long session. Top end speed in terms of me being able to run that pace, there's absolutely no issues. It's whether I'm able to run that pace for that distance. And so I think focusing more on the longer sessions than the shorter stuff is going to definitely benefit me in this reduced training load or whatever that's going to look like. So it's not ideal. I'm feeling pretty hopeful about the whole situation, and I think we'll sort of see how it plays out over the next week or so. Hopefully it's feeling better. I can get back to a normal regime for these last sort of 6 weeks, but that's sort of where I'm at the moment. This coming weekend is the Formula One, so next week expect lots of Formula One content. Sorry if I turn into an F1 YouTuber over the weekend, but thank you for watching another video, and I'll see you in the next one.